My name is Daryl. Kwawu. Thanks for staying with us. The Gas Tanker Drivers Association has begun a nationwide strike over what it says is government's refusal to reopen some gas stations closed after the 2017 gas explosion at the Atomic Junction here in Accra. The association also says some unresolved welfare issues are part of the reasons for the strike. And today we're hearing that LPG outlets have shut down operations in solidarity with the gas tanker drivers. James Ishen has been visiting some outlets. He joins us live. James, where have you been and what have you seen?
Well, Daryl, we're currently at the Lone Star gas refilling plant here in Aveno. We earlier visited Awudome and also Alajo to know what the situation is. Right behind me, you could see the workers here seated. We've seen a lot of cars and a lot of people coming here to refill their cylinders. But unfortunately, what we are being told is there's no gas. There's a metallic board that is being written on, sorry, no gas. And we understand that is linked to the sit-down strike with respect to the Gas Tanker Association of Ghana. And I have a lady here who also came some few minutes to refill her cylinder. But unfortunately, after seeing this, she decided to go back. So let me engage her and know what were some of the things she was being told. Hi. You're here to fill your cylinder. Tell me, what were some of the messages you were being given?
Okay, I came here this afternoon, but unfortunately for me, when I came, I was told there is no gas. So already I've been to Alajo, but the same situation. I came here, same situation. So that's why I came.
Right, but you were not given any message with respect to whether they are on strike or not?
Oh, okay. As at now, when I came, I realized they were on strike. So the gas tankers are on strike. That is the main reason why my gas hasn't been filled as at now.
Right, so this is what is coming from this young lady. She's been here for almost an hour now trying to fill her cylinder, but unfortunately, after seeing this, she has no option than to go back. We're trying as much as possible to speak to the authorities, but it appears they are really not also ready. But earlier, I attempted to speak to some of the tanker drivers proved futile. All attempts proved futile. Let's speak to the manager of this particular gas refilling station to know what the situation is and why we have that metallic board being written, sorry, there is no boss. Let's engage him briefly here to know what the situation is like. All right, so we have here Mr. Bernard. He is the manager of this particular refilling gas plant. And we want to know why we have that inscription as sorry, no gas. Mr. Bernard, talk to me. What's really the situation now?
The situation is up to the MPA. They complain that the MPA are worrying too much. Sometimes when they lift the load to the destination, in case they're broken vehicle somewhere and they didn't get to their destination, MP will not pay their transport. And mostly when it happens like this too, it affects them. And they say because of that they will go to strike. So the government will come in and do something about it.
But how is this affecting you?
It's affecting us a lot because you can even imagine we're not even selling. When we start this morning, we start the morning, start selling and they have to stop because they're on strike. And you also take advice from the negatives. Yeah.
Right, we've seen you turn away a lot of cars and also individuals who are in to refill their cylinders. But are you not communicating any messages? Are you just going with what we've seen here?
No. I told them they were on strike. The tanker drivers are on strike. So there's nothing we can do unless the government can. So we are waiting for the government. What can?
All right. So Daryl, basically, they are waiting for the government. They're calling on the government to try as much as possible to pay heed to some of the concerns from these gas tanker drivers across the country. Until that situation has been resolved, then it means the situation will continue to be like this. So over to you, Daryl.
All right. Thanks for bringing us up to speed. There is the situation at Aveno. I think that's where James is reporting from gas an LPG outlet where, as you can see, sorry, no gas. We are told that the gas tanker drivers are on strike and outlets are shutting down operations in solidarity with those tanker drivers. We'll continue to monitor that for you. The Chamber of Petroleum Consumers is concerned about this development. Joining me is Duncan Amma, who is Executive Secretary. I'm pretty sure, Duncan, that you have looked into the concerns of the tanker drivers. Are they legitimate?
Well, what I can confirm is that they have genuine issues that need to be addressed. Unfortunately, we paid quite a lot of lip service to their issues over the period. We knew last year quite an effort was made by them to get some of these issues resolved. Were called into meetings. At the end of the day, we came back. It doesn't look as though anything substantial has been done as far as their issues are concerned. And so maybe we might use this opportunity or this window to fix that challenge that has been raging in there over the period. Again, we also talked to the LPG marketers, and you get the sense that they are being squeezed financially following from a ban that has been placed on new stations that the NPA itself had atomic gas explosion. Unfortunately, these outlets have all been banned from coming into operation, and so whatever financing costs that accrued from those engagements or those payments that they had received earlier is going against them. These are issues I believe the NPA, without further delay, could address. Unfortunately, we haven't had a resolution to these matters, Daryl, and I'm sure that if we took an advantage of this window, we'll probably be able to resolve their issues and bring whatever strike actions that they have declared or currently embarking on to an end immediately.
Hopefully there is some resolution to this, but in other news, some oil marketing companies have started reviewing prices downwards. I think today I heard that Kwawu has started reviewing prices downward. We expected that to happen from today, but for how long is this downward trend going to last? I guess that is a question for everybody.
For Daryl, it is our hope that the downward trajectory would continue. Unfortunately, the only thing that stands in the way of these reductions is the currency or the cedi. You were expecting, from what we got in-house, some 6 to 7 percentage point reduction. Unfortunately, what we've recorded so far is around 2%. The excuse has been that the cedi has depreciated, and truly, yes, it has depreciated over the past few days, leading to this new window. We would beg of Bank of Ghana and the Monetary Policy Committee and whoever is involved in managing the cedi to ensure that there's some stability. Once the cedi stabilizes, projections are that the next couple of weeks or months could bring some further reductions. But that, and I repeat, that is contingent on the performance of our local currency, Daryl.
All right, Duncan Amma, thanks so much for your time. Executive Secretary of COPEC joining us on 2 issues to do with the strike by the gas tanker drivers as well as fuel prices going down. We appreciate your thoughts this afternoon. Now, Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta has revealed that Ghana may now get more than what it initially projected as financial assistance under an IMF program. Government initially projected some $1 billion for the expected 3-year program, but it now appears the country may get about $3 billion. Mr. Ken Ofori-Atta has also disclosed that the expected reforms for Ghana's program may be completed before schedule.
We're thinking of maybe a 3-year program, but you remember we inherited one in 2017, in which we were out of that in 2 and a third years, April 2019. We expect to do this as effectively also.
So you're looking at a 3-year program, possibly?
3-year program, possibly, but knowing that within 2 years we must have achieved, most of what we intend to.
How much are you hoping to get from the fund when this?
Well, you don't know. I mean, the assessment still goes on. The last time we had about $1 billion for the 3-year program. I think our GDP is now gone up to 591 billion. So that may enhance our quota a bit, and look forward to, anything maybe, 2-3 or so billion dollars over the period, and then get back to the market or friendly sovereigns for the balance that we'll be looking at.
Now, the Ghana card has become the official verification requirement for most financial transactions and SIM card registration as the government seeks to digitalize the Ghanaian economy. The importance of the card has since forced many Ghanaians to troop to registration centers of the National Identification Authority nationwide to pursue the identity card. But the centralized system for replacing the card or rectifying valid details on the card has left many frustrated at the regional branches of the Identification Authority. The ARB Apex Bank has, to this effect, suggested the decentralization of the issuance of Ghana cards. Speaking at the 20th Annual General Meeting held in Kumasi, Chairman of the Board of Directors, Dr. Anthony Obeng, indicated a decentralized system would facilitate quicker retrieval of lost and invalid cards.
We haven't had serious problem. There could be some teething problem. There are those who have still not received their Ghana cards, and that is a problem. And I believe that this will be addressed. As a country, we need to address that. There are some people who are complaining that they don't have their Ghana cards, and therefore they cannot access their account. But generally, I think for those who have it, there's no problem. We don't have much problem with that. But I believe that there should be opportunity for people to get their Ghana cards. I think maybe the government should decentralize the issuance of Ghana card. I think there's too much of a concentration. So once it is concentrated at one place, everybody troops there. I mean, if you go to the headquarters in Accra, you see a lot of people there coming for their Ghana card. I mean, those people. I mean, those who have misplaced their cards, and people must be careful with this very valuable card. It shouldn't be difficult for you to even go for replacement. Sometimes at a small fee or something, but it should be possible for people to go quickly and get it done. And this can be done by proper decentralization. You cannot, concentrate everything at a few places and expect 30 million people to be able to access that. So in some places, if you lose your passport, for example, you have all the documents, maybe within a day or two, you get a replacement, you see. So I think we should be getting to that level.
You're watching The Marketplace. We are taking a short break. When we come back, we'll talk the money market. Don't go anywhere. Hi, welcome back to The Marketplace. Telecommunication firm Vodafone PLC has agreed to sell its Ghana business to Telecel Group. This is part of the British telecommunication giant's resolve to refocus on key markets. Now, according to Bloomberg, the London-listed company will sell its majority stake in Vodafone Ghana to Africa-focused Telecel, subject to certain conditions. Now, Vodafone entered Ghana in 2008 when it acquired 70% stake of Ghana Telecommunications company for $900 million. Let's bring in Maximus Ametogor, who is a digital marketing strategist. Good to have you on the program this afternoon. Your thoughts about this latest development? If the British telecoms giant wants to refocus on key markets, it means the Ghana business is not as profitable as it expects. Is that a fair analysis?
Yeah, I think that's the obvious conclusion, that they've not been able to survive this market because of competitions or other factors that they could not upscale.
And what do we know about Telecel and if they are up to the job?
I know Telecel, they have some footprint in some of the markets, and they are quite innovative. I don't know how they are going to turn around the Vodafone Ghana to be able to compete with the giants in the market, the likes of MTN. So I don't know whether they are going to focus on a niche market, maybe focus on some particular service, whether smart homes or data or content provision. I don't know what their strategy is, but I'm sure they've evaluated the market, and they've realized that Vodafone Ghana will be a good buy for them, and they'll come to Ghana too as well.
We are picking information that the government may object to this acquisition. Is it a right posture?
It depends, because I'm sure government will be protecting their interests because they hold 30% shares in Vodafone. So whoever is coming must also have the interest of the government at heart. So government will also be very particular about how and who gets to buy the company and how their interests will be protected. That is an obvious stand. But I hope it's not something that somebody else's interest is fronting that decision. But I believe government will also fight for their interests. So that's what I think.
Well, what kind of due diligence should the government make at this point?
Yeah, of course. I'm sure they will check their previous records and what the company will offer in our market. That will be different from what the existing giants are providing, and how they are going to also, beat competition, how innovative they will be to be able to capture or maintain the current market size that Vodafone Ghana has, and of course be profitable so they can employ more Ghanaians and also pay taxes to the government.
But what should you, or what do you think should be the way forward?
The way forward is for them to negotiate, let them come to the table and let them, everybody make an offer, and if they come to a happy medium, why not? They should strike that deal and then let's get the ecosystem, the telecom sector going.
Any reason Vodafone subscribers should be worried upon hearing about this news?
Yeah, of course, they shouldn't be. They should be worried if they don't know about Telecel. Of course, they shouldn't be worried because maybe government will make sure their interest is taken into consideration, and they shouldn't fear, because from Ghana Telecom to Vodafone and the rest, there's migration. If there's no pull factor from the competitor in the market, I'm not sure they should be worried. It's also acquiring the Vodafone who should be concerned, because if they are not coming to maintain the status quo and improve it, they will lose a lot of customers.
And what does this latest development say about our telecoms industry here in Ghana? Is it becoming increasingly difficult to operate, seeing what happened with Airtel Tigo? Expresso is out, right? Glow is still operating, but not making much impact.
Yeah, I heard Glow, they've migrated their customers onto the Airtel platform. So they are sharing the infrastructure. So Glow networks are there. I don't know what will come of it. The government also has shares in Airtel. For me, I think it's a clear indication that one market player has been able to entrench their position as a giant in the telecom sector. They've innovated their way to the top, and this particular incident will maybe entrench further their position, and they will innovate more, so nobody can beat them, even in niche services that they are going to offer. And based on what they have presented, the MTN brand, let me say, they are not calling themselves a techno, not a telco. So they are now into a technology company, not a telecom company. So they are no more. They are not just offering communication service, but they are going to offer content and other services, and that's going to be what do you call it? A development that a new entrant is going to find it difficult to beat.
All right, Maximus Ametogo, thanks for your thoughts this afternoon. We want to turn quickly to the money market. Joining us, our friend Patrick Edem Agama, Head of Trading at Republic Securities. Let's begin with last week's Treasury bill auction. Patrick, still winning ways for the government. It's getting its bills oversubscribed.
Yes, good afternoon, Daryl. For last week, we saw the government raising 1.1 billion Ghana cedis through the issuance of 91-day and 182-day bills, exceeding its target again, and this time by 92.12%, one of the highest we've seen this year. The 91-day Treasury bill inched up slightly by 37 basis points to clear at 26.71, whilst the 182-day bill inched up by 20 basis points to clear at 28.26%. Out of the bids that were accepted, 76.1% went in for the 91-day, and then 23.9% went in for the 182-day bill.
And still mixed performances on the Ghana Stock Exchange. What should we expect this week?
Well, what we are already saying from last week, the composite index rebounded to single digits and showed some sign of progress, closing at negative 9.7% year to date. However, this trading session, that's today's session, we saw MTN losing 8 pesos already, back to 83 pesos per share, whilst Societe also lost 10 pesos to 96 pesos per share. We expect this volatility in the market as investors are taking positions, and then some are also getting out in order to take advantage in the fixed income market.
All right, Patrick Edem Agama, Head of Trading at Republic Securities. Appreciate your time with us this afternoon. And that's the marketplace. There's more news if you want some more on our website, myjoyonline.com/business. That is where to go for the latest business stories trending over there. Business registration to go online in a year. That's according to the Registrar of Companies. Also, engage in additional dialogue on structure of free SHS program, PWC to government. You can read more on those stories and others on our website, myjoyonline.com/business. My name is Daryl Kwawu. Thanks for watching. We will see you same time tomorrow. Goodbye.